EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa Clara. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. Into the secondary, past the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown. They strike first.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. They'll return this from the 10. Whoa! And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. And he's going to be taken down.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Throwing now from the gun. To the goal line and in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Throwing is Willis. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Tight end going in motion here. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They send the tight end in motion. Handoff here, up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure.
And he will get into the end zone. Malik Willis. Touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Crazy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Willis to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Willis. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Second and 7. Now a give on the ground, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Willis now to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Panthers are going to have what looks to be a first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
A run on first and goal. Marked down at the 6. Here now, second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Third and goal. To throw is Willis. And that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. No issues there. This one is good. And the Panthers move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Give them 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, 49ers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, 49ers. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now it's McCaffrey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Now a run on 1st down. We'll get this to about midfield. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. To the right side here, pass is caught. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing, Willis. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 14-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing, Willis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut the deficit down to 1.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take, half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Panthers will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Willis now to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is exactly what you want to do as an offense as you take the field following what they call these sudden change situations. Your defense does a great job, Mike, taking the ball away. The opposing defense now is kind of slow getting on the field. So what do? You challenge them downfield. After that successful throw, the next step is you want to come away with points.
Now Willis. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Willis. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Here's Willis. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 30-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing right, it's taken in. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Past midfield to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground, taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Willis. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Willis to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Willis. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Man in motion, heading left. On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers. Second touchdown for him in the game, number 14 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Willis. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll go with the counter on first down. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter.
Panthers 29, 49ers 28.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, 49ers.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Got his man at the 6. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. So Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Pistol snap to Willis. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Willis now to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing, Willis. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Okay, ready?
Up the middle they go. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Willis now to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up first and goal. And he will score again. Touchdown, Carolina. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Willis. And he will bull his way in for the 2 points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerrero. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he will score. Isaac Guerrero, touchdown, 49ers. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll get this out to the left flat. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Willis to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. This is 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Niners have got it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready or up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.